Instant Van Up. Arthur's class was working in the school garden when Mr. Ratburn began to explain their next class project. "Let's call it the Big Green Machine," he said. "Your job is to find ways to make the planet a better place to live. We'll present all your ideas at school family night." On the way home from school, Arthur and his friends talked about their projects. I'm thinking garbage," said Buster, "because I love food, and when you don't eat food, it turns into garbage. Maybe I should eat more. I'm going to sell all my old clothes to other people so they can use them," said Muffy. "Then I can buy new ones. I'm going to collect soda cans and return them for the deposit," said Binky. "I can use the money to save polar bears." "What's your project, Arthur?" his friends asked. "You'll see," he said. At home, Arthur walked around the house, making notes and talking to himself. "Why are you acting weirder than usual?" said DW. "The big green machine," was all Arthur could say as he unplugged Mom's cell phone charger. I hope you noticed Mom's cell phone was not attached to the charger there. Never unplug the cell phone chargers when your parents are trying to charge their phones. That's the part to remember. After dinner, Arthur changed the light bulbs in 3 lamps to bulbs that save energy. And then he took the shortest shower ever, and he turned off the water while he brushed his teeth. And then Arthur went in to say goodnight to DW, and he turned off the lights while she was still reading Fluffy the Very Special Unicorn. The next day, Arthur and his friends stayed after school to work on their projects. "Is that a picture of your house?" asked Buster. "Yes," said Arthur. "I found things I can do to save energy in every room." Arthur was late for dinner. "You owe me big time," said DW. "It's your job to set the table, and I had to do it." "Sorry," said Arthur. "I had to deal with the big green machine at school." And then DW noticed Arthur's green hands. "That machine is turning Arthur green," she thought. At bedtime, DW found lots of new plants in her room. She heard odd noises coming from the garage. A shadowy figure was sneaking through the yard. "Things are getting really creepy around here," she thought. The next morning at preschool, DW worried about Arthur. "There's a big machine that's turning my brother green," said DW. "You're making that up," said Tommy and Timmy. "Am not," said DW. "Come over to my house after school and see for yourselves." Later that afternoon, Buster helped Arthur and his dad work in the garden. "You have a real green thumb, Arthur," said Dad. "Me too," joked Buster. "I'm still green from working on our projects." "Wow," said Tommy. "Arthur really is turning green." "Look," said Timmy, "so is Buster." "That machine somehow turns everyone green," said DW. At dinner, Arthur set the table with cloth napkins instead of paper ones. And when his family was finished eating, he checked his watch. "Time to go," he said. "Go where?" asked DW. "Oh, Dad's helping us with the big green machine at school," said Arthur. "See you later, alligator," said Dad. "Oh no," thought DW. "Not Dad, too." And that night, DW dreamed about a big green machine that ran around turning everyone green. And then it started chasing her. She woke up just in time. When she went down for breakfast, DW gasped. Dad's hands were green too. "Tonight's family night at school," said Arthur. "I'll show you how we can have the big green machine right here at home." I can't go," said DW. I feel sick." Real sick. Do you think she was really sick?
No.
You know DW. But DW didn't have a temperature, so that night the whole family went to Arthur's school. Just before they went in, DW grabbed Arthur's arm. "Help!" she said. "I don't want the big green machine to turn me green too." "It's not what you think," said Arthur. "Follow me." The big green machine is just the name of our class project. It's about all the things we can do to save the planet. "Oh, well, why didn't you say so?" said DW. And then Mom gave Arthur a big hug. And then DW read Arthur's poster out loud. I'm not going to read the poster. Back at home, Dad made ice cream sundaes. And then it was time for bed. Arthur and DW turned off the water while they brushed their teeth. "It's so funny that you thought the big green machine was turning everyone green," Arthur laughed. "Yeah, that was pretty funny," agreed DW. And suddenly everything went dark. "Hey, who turned off the lights?" said Arthur. "I did," said DW. "It looks like I'm turning green too." You like that? Maybe it'll give you guys some ideas. Things you can do around the house. Well, I want to thank you for being a wonderful audience. Thank you for reading my books and watching my TV show. I just have one more thing to say. I wouldn't be here tonight if it wasn't for a really wonderful teacher, Miss Bryan, who was my art teacher. And she somehow knew that I guess I would grow up and do things with my art when I didn't even know it. And you know what? If I ran the world, all the teachers would make more money than movie stars. Because what they do is a lot more important.